Good morning, children. So, our today's topic is immunity. Previous to this topic, we have already discussed about the pathogens and the disease caused by the pathogens. Okay, now we are here starting with the immunity. Immunity can be defined as the ability of the host to fight the disease causing organism or the pathogens. Okay, now this immunity, in this video we are discussing just the introduction of the immunity, and particularly point wise we will be discussing in the next video. So immunity, as I told you, is the ability of the host organism to fight against the diseases or to fight against the disease causing microorganism. Okay, now this immunity can be defined as, it can be defined in two ways. So first way of defining that whether it is present by birth or it is acquired after the birth. So if it is present by birth, then it is called as innate immunity. And innate immunity is a non-specific one. Non-specific one, that means it is not particularly against a particular microbes, rather it is the overall immunity of the body by which we fight against the diseases, various types of diseases. So this innate immunity is due to the various types of barriers present in our body, like the physical barrier, physiological barrier, cytokinin barriers are there, like your skin. Particularly I am telling you, we will be discussing in the next video. Here I am giving you the introduction only, like your skin, mucus, tears, acid in our stomach, mucus in our intestine, all of these act as a barriers. So this provides you innate immunity which is present by birth. After that it comes the acquired immunity. Acquired immunity means the immunity which we acquire after the birth. So how do we acquire the immunity? Actually in our body there is a system. What system is there that our body, how do you develops immunity in your body? Actually immunity means fight against the disease, and what cells fight against the disease? Actually these are the antibodies which are formed in our body when any pathogens come or encounters our body or come in contact with our body. Then our body starts forming the antibodies against that pathogen, or you can say it is antigen. So against that antigen, body starts forming the antibodies. So antibodies will be formed in our body only when that pathogen enters to our body or it comes in our contact. Then only body starts forming the antibodies. Those are not already formed. Okay. So this will be acquired after the encounter of that pathogen. So this is called as what? Acquired immunity. But once this pathogen has come in contact with our body once, the body will start forming the antibodies, and those antibodies will remain in our body permanently in the memory form. So first response of the body is there with very low intensity, but when the same pathogen encounters to our body again in our lifetime, so next response, that is the secondary response, the earlier one, the primary response, which was of low intensity, but when the same pathogen encounters to our body second time, then the antibodies which were already prepared in our body will fight against that, or they will encounter the pathogen with very high intensity, so that is called as secondary response. Okay, with example we will be discussing later on. Now it comes the second type of classification of immunity. Second type of classification of innate immunity is active immunity and passive immunity. So same is there. Active immunity is develops in our body due to the vaccination, with the help of vaccination or immunization. So we should understand the concept of vaccination. Vaccine is actually not a type of medicine, rather it is a dead microbe or its protein is deliberately injected into the body. So when this microbe will naturally come in contact of our body, so at that time what will happen? body will start forming the antibody. It will take some time, and by the time microbe gets spread in our body, so that the concept of vaccination has developed, that deliberately the small, very small amount of that microbe or dead microbe or its protein only deliberately injected into the body. It is just called as befooling the body. That body recognize that microbe and it forms the antibodies against that, and those antibody remains in our body for the lifetime. So that vaccination is a very fruitful method to control the diseases. Okay, so this is active immunity, in which the antibodies are prepared in our own body with the help of vaccination. Other is called as passive immunity. In passive immunity, what is there? That microbe or dead microbe or its protein is deliberately injected into the body of other animals, like in the horse body, so that in the horse body or in other animals body, the antibodies will be prepared against that microbes. Now those antibodies or its serum will be extracted and the injections will be prepared out of that. And if any person suffer from this disease of that kind, so that already prepared antibodies which were formed in the horse body or any others animal's body, and we have prepared the vaccines out of, we have prepared the injections out of it, so those already prepared injections in which the antibodies are there, which are prepared in the bodies of animals, will be directly injected into the body of that person in which the infection has occurred, in which the pathogen has entered. So in this, no time will take place. We are in this case, the person will not be waiting for the formation of antibodies in the body, because already prepared antibodies are injected, so that it is a fast, the person will get the fast relief or fight against the pathogen will be very fastly, so that the fast relief or fast recovery of the patient or the host will be there. In this case, in the passive immunity case. But in active immunity, the antibodies are prepared in the own's body, but in passive immunity, the antibodies are prepared in the other's body, and then they are injected into the patient's body. Nowadays, the plasma therapy is there for this. It is the same only. Ki once a person is suffering from coronavirus, so naturally in his or her body, the antibodies will be, own immunity always work. We are to take the medicine when own immunity fails to control the pathogen. At that time only because pathogens attacks on us all the time, but all the time too we are not suffering from diseases. Why do? Because our own cell, our immunity is fighting against the infection, fighting against the pathogen. But when our own immunity or our own immune system fails to control the pathogen, then only we are to take the medicines to control that pathogen. Okay. Now, what is the concept of plasma therapy? It is passive immunity only. Once this is suppose a person, and this person has got suffered from coronavirus. So when this person will be treated and he recovered from the disease, but in his body the antibodies against that pathogen, that means from antibodies against coronavirus has got developed, and they will remain permanently in his body. So that if he likes, he can donate his plasma. So in his plasma, the antibodies are there. So those antibodies can be directly injected into the other person. Those are suffering from this disease. So they will get the ready-made antibodies, so that they will get recover very fast if their immune system is weak, even then also, because they are getting the antibodies prepared in the other's body, in the other you can say the person who was suffering from virus, but now he has got recovered. So this is the concept of plasma therapy. Okay, so these all things we will be discussing in the next video. Thank you.